Welcome to the 2021 Economic Depression and Preparation Channel. I'm your host, Tony. Thank you for joining me on this Sunday edition. Briefly, Sunday, April 18th, 2021. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button to get the latest 100% financial truth about what's going on in the United States economy and abroad. Well, today, before we get into it, I just want to say that the good news is that the initial jobless claim numbers have dropped to 550,000 initial jobless claims. That's down from 720,000 that we had last week. And so that's some good news as this economy seeks to reopen, seeks to heal. We know that recovery is a long road, but we do have some bright spots. But here is today's news that is really interesting. The gyms are lobbying for Washington, D.C. aid. They're saying that they're part of the health and fitness infrastructure. They're asking for a Gyms Act. Companies like Planet Fitness, LA Fitness, you name it. Gyms Act would provide $30 billion for fitness centers and related facilities. Apparently, people are getting outdoors more or staying indoors more, and they would like to get more fit and in shape. So far, Washington, D.C. has delivered aid to industries hammered by this health crisis, ranging from $28.6 billion for restaurants to $16 billion for performance venues. Operators of gyms, fitness centers, and related facilities have secured they want to secure that kind of targeted assistance. So advocates are hoping that the Gyms Act, a bill that will provide $30 billion in aid, could end up becoming a huge part of the infrastructure package that hopes to get passed later this year by President Biden through a process known as budget reconciliation. One of the people at CrossFit said that representative says, I think that this is a great candidate for the infrastructure package because physical fitness facilities are an essential part of our health and fitness infrastructure. If you look at the data of the COVID mortality, it's highly linked with obesity, and obesity responds to exercise. Planet Fitness stock went up by 1.68%, knowing that this is going to be happening. What do you think about that? We're giving out all of this free money to these organizations and to the top 1%, and everybody's feeling themselves, smelling themselves, and the money that they're receiving. But this comes at a cost. Okay, let's say we do give this money. Now we're going down a slippery slope because now not only does the health and fitness industry want $30 billion, and remember, we don't know the total true cost of this infrastructure bill yet. They're saying right now $4 or $5 trillion, but that's not including all the pork barrel money that's rolled in for the senators and the representatives and everybody states they're going to get extra money on top of that just for having the money. So all of that's got to be considered. Industry revenue of the fitness industry fell about 58% in 2020 amid shutdowns to fight the coronavirus spread. Between 1/6 and 1/5 of U.S. gyms or fitness centers had closed for good by the end of the last year. Just like the restaurant industry, some of these restaurants you guys know are not coming back, even with the money. The airline industry, $15 billion for them was given them, and they're still hurting, and yet ticket prices are going up. They're raising ticket prices this summer, as you know. So I don't think it's a good idea to give everybody money, because if we get the gyms money through this Gyms Act, guess what? Then that means that everybody else is going to be crying for money. The auto industry, what about them? They're going to be wanting money. What about the food industry? Even though prices are inflating like crazy on food and gas, they're going to be wanting money. They're going to say, grocery stores are going to say, look, we were closed down. We had limited hours where senior citizens can only go during the first hour or two during the day when, at the height of this crisis. And they're saying we're losing money. And so now that's going to create a slippery slope for everybody that's going to want money. And this money has to be paid back eventually. And we're going to pay for it through higher taxes and much higher inflation that I told you that's coming later on in spite of this depression as we get advanced deeper and deeper. So I am just not very concerned about, I'm very concerned about that. And also, we have another story here about China. China's economy grows by 18.3% in the first quarter. And no telling, all the stimulus money that we got, that we spend at the Walmarts, the Targets, the Amazons, online, clothing stores, all that money part of it went to China as a result, because remember, our production facilities are down. China, Asia, India, Thailand, you name it. They produce South America. They produce a lot of our goods and services. And so, of course, their economy is going to remain robust. and they were helped by the Lunar New Year holiday sales. The Chinese New Year begins in February, so they were helped by those sales and retail sales as well, according to reports by the agency. So they said that Beijing should easily hit its target of more than 6% growth for 2021. Growth could easily go to 8 to 9% of GDP in 2021. Now, this is our economy that's looking for a GDP growth of between 2 to 3%. That's unbelievable. We still have 20 million people that are unemployed. We have 20 million people that are underemployed, meaning that they have a job, but it's not enough to cover ends meet. They have to work 2 and 3 part-time jobs to make one full-time job in America. And now we have a case where the America's losing the number one spot as superpower to China and Russia and India and other countries. And so this is going to be a big disaster. This is going to be a 10 to 15 year depression that we're going to be in as we try to revamp our economy, revamp our goods and services, and try to get America back online again, producing things and making things for herself. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's why I can tell you to continue to prepare, because this infrastructure bill and the spending that they're going to be doing this year is going to be the backbreaker for this economy going into 2022 and all of the things that are going to come with that. And you can already see what's going to happen when you overspend this personally on your checking account or on your credit card. You've overdrafted, you're in the negative. The same thing here with the national economy and everything. The dollar is bankrupted the world. And now it's time to pay the piper for the world, the dollar hegemony that's existed. And that's going to come to an end, unfortunately. And so all good things come to an end. It's unfortunate, but this is why we prepare in advance, because we know that these things are here. We know that they're coming, and that's why we prepare. So still stay in shape, but you can stay in shape at home. You can get different workout things by yourself. You don't have to go to a gym if you don't feel comfortable with the health crisis going on. And they certainly don't need a GYMS Act, $30 billion of aid when they charge. And you know what, by the way, it's very hard to cancel a gym membership. They take out what, $10, $15, $20, $30 a month. And it's very hard to cancel that. And you may not only go, the opportunity costs, maybe 1 or twice a week with all your other responsibilities that we have in life. So they're getting free money from you, and they want to bail out. That's not a good deal. But that's the majority of the industries. The majority of the industries are looking for free money from the government. They're merging this, and this money comes with a lot of strings attached. And so that's what the small businesses don't realize. That they will realize that once the rent moratorium ends and the business PPP loans ends, they will realize what strings were attached with that money from the government and other things too. But see, that's the problem. So continue to be a part of the solution. Continue to improve ourselves. Let's continue to work out. Let's continue to get our fresh air, exercise, go to the beach, go for a walk, do what you need to do for your mental health, and obviously continue to prepare. We get food, water, medicine, supplies, because these supplies are not going to be available as much in America as they used to, because of the fact that we're losing our status as a number one first-rate super world country. And we're going to be going into more of a hybrid, second world, not quite third world or anything like that, but we're going into a lesser standard of living. Let's just call it that in the future, because of what's happening around the rest of the world. So be prepared, stay blessed, and I'll talk to you very soon. Thank you very much.